Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout Speed Round, where we answer a quick question every day to keep our group chat fun going all week long. I was talking to my cousin a couple weeks ago, and her favorite pastime now is scanning her old photos into her computer and then making photo books out of them. Like, that
That
is
is a
just
good idea.
way too much work for me.
Yeah, I know. It's a good idea, but nothing I would ever be able to do.
No,
Hmm.
and she's got all these photo books lined up on her shelf with dates, and anyway. So kudos to her. Catherine, how about you? What do you do with your family photos?
Well, I basically employed my mother to do that.
Nice.
What your cousin does. Well, she volunteered at some point several years ago. She volunteered because I just said, look, uh, I have all these photos digital, and I was never, ever getting around to printing them out and putting them in albums. So I started sending her like CDs and thumb drives, and she would go through and pick the good ones and print them out and put them in an album for me. So that
Wow.
is why she's the best mom ever. Because and it's been probably a couple years since she did the last one, so she may have to she may have to be pressed into service again. Very occasionally we print one out and hang it up, but it is really far too rare.
Nice.
How about you, Terry? What do you do with yours?
I used to have like an enormous box of photos, snapshots from back when we used to have them on paper and all that stuff. A few summers ago, I had my daughter, I gave her as a summer project putting them in albums because I had the albums, had the photos, did
Right.
not ever, over the course of like decades, have the time to put the photos in the
Mm-hmm.
books. So she did that. So I have a bunch of big photo albums. And then you have like a family photo shelf up above our TV, which I think I showed y'all when we were talking about awards, because it's also the family awards shelf. And then we have like a kind of an open stairway in the middle of our house that has the cliche wall of family photos along it.
Yeah.
Always wanted one of
Oh,
those.
those are nice.
Never had two stories when I was growing up. Now I
All
have my
right.
stair wall.
Oh,
So those are the ones we look at on a regular basis. And then we have a few around in the hallways and stuff like that. The ones in the album, every now and then somebody takes them out. But at least I know they're there,
Yeah.
preserved
cool.
for at least as long as paper doesn't degrade.
How about you, Nicole?
My photos, oh, we have very few on the wall. And then my mother-in-law did something similar to what your mother did, Catherine, but this was back in the day, and she put all my loose pictures into photo albums. So I have stacks of photo albums, and then I just have loose pictures in a box, which is really sad. And then the rest are on my computer and my phone.
Yeah.
So they're
How often
all,
do you go back and look at photos that are on your computer from years and years ago?
how often do we?
Yeah. Does anybody ever go back and look at those?
I do
Or
sometimes.
are they like snapshots in a box?
They're mostly like snapshots in a box, but I would say I do look at them sometimes.
We do
And
on
then
our
I can pull out my baby in a pumpkin picture and use it as my
Yes.
ID.
That is a classic. I should take a screenshot of this so we can share it with our viewers of what a Skype session with Catherine looks like now.
It's temporary.
Well, let us know what you do with your Facebook photos. See? I mean, that's where most of mine are these days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the new photo album.
Yeah, so if you are listening to this, please let us know what you do with your family photos. We'd love to hear. And that's it for today's speed round. Come back tomorrow for a much longer group chat and visit parentingroundabout.com for all our weekly episodes.